Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsey and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 points on the nose, 10 on the palate, 5 on the finish, and 5 points combined for the bottle and color of the juice. Now on to the review.
Alright, so today we are doing a side-by-side. Interested to hear Lindsey's thoughts? Why don't you get started with the nose on the first one? Which one's the first one? Glenlivet glass?
So I get a little bit of alcohol, not a lot, but a little bit. But it breaks through with like yeasty grapes.
Not sure I've ever smelled a yeasty grape.
Kind of spearminty. But it's really like fruity and floral. It smells good. There's an apple note to it too, like a sweet, sour apple, like Granny Smith, I guess. But there's definitely like some kind of spice to it too, underlying down there somewhere in the bowels of the bourbon.
I don't like that phrase. Alright, are you going to give a score on the nose? Just moving on ahead?
Oh, yeah. So I gave it 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's good, but it's not...
Close to average?
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to taste.
So, it's weird to me. It tastes younger than what I'm normally drinking, I guess. I don't know, because it has like that tang to it, and I don't know.
Tang.
It's really oaky, and there's a little bit of vanilla there.
I used to drink Tang in the 80s, 90s, 90s.
When you were a whole, like, 1-year-old.
Man. Trying to date my own self. When was I born? Do you remember Tang?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it made a comeback. I've been drinking Bullet. I don't know why I'm feeling it. I can't even talk right now.
Oh, well, that's great.
All right.
So, it tastes kind of younger side to me. It has a very slightly bitter, I guess. A little bit bitter, kind of charry bitterness to it, but it also has a nice vanilla cinnamony flavor.
Okay.
But it's definitely not sweet in any way like I thought it would be just from the nose. So that was kind of meh. I gave it a 6.5. It's kind of one-dimensional-ish. Not terrible, but it's not... It's just mediocre to me. I don't know. So the finish... Well, I don't remember if I said the taste. I was going right through.
You did.
Okay.
So the finish, what'd you get on the finish?
It gives you a nice hug, and it sticks around for a little bit, but it doesn't stick around very long. It has like a leathery vanilla that just kind of like hangs out in like the back of your mouth.
Okay.
But it's nice. It's weird. I don't really like it when they're leathery and oaky, but this is kind of nice. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. How's the look?
I'm not impressed with it. My bourbon eye is grown. It has a lot of legs, and they're pretty fast moving. It's a nice golden honey color, and it's pretty shimmery. But it's, I mean, it's not anything great. I gave it a 1 out of 2.5.
Alright, I'm going to reveal the bottle so you can get your score and maybe look at it in the bottle. I think they both look darker in the bottle, so...
Oh.
That's the first one. Weller's Special Reserve.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you think the color's a little different? You want to keep your score the same on that?
It does look darker in the bottle. Yeah, I'm going to keep my score though.
Okay.
It's not... I mean, it's not terrible. But
So what would you rate the bottle?
I'm going to give the bottle a 2.
I like this bottle.
I do like this bottle. It's not It would get 2.5 at a cork. I don't like screw off bottles.
I would get full points if I had a cork.
Yeah. I don't like screw tops. They just make it look
I just
tacky.
don't think there's anything special about that bottle, but if you like it.
I like this bottle. It's pleated at the, like, it's down at the bottom, it's fat, and then it goes narrow, and it has that little bubble in it, and makes it really easy to hold. I like Weller's bottles.
All right,
They're simple, but I like them.
So you're going to give that a 16. Or the bottle's a 2, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you a 16, total, so that gives a 64. Alright, you want to move on to the notes for your second one? You're going to go through these notes and you're kind of comparing them to the first bottle.
So this one smells odd. There's like a vanilla apple grape smell to it.
That doesn't sound odd to me.
There's a slight spice in there. And it's kind of wildflowery. I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I smell something like...
Can you be specific on that wildflower? Is it trillium? Is it...
That's the only
That's
wildflower
all I got. I'm kidding. All wildflowers smell the same.
They don't. Oh. But it's just like, it's got like this floral quality to it, but it's not like a rose or something that's pruned. It's something...
Is lavender a wildflower?
Wild. I mean, technically it's wild, but...
Dandelion.
So, that's a weed.
We'd need to move on. Let's go.
Okay. So I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Okay. About the same as the first one.
So, this one is a lot spicier than the first one. It just kind of goes and gives you a nice hug. It's really spicy and leathery to kind of like start out, and a little peppery. But there's like a cinnamon quality there with all of that. It's like prickly on your tongue, and then it kind of starts getting slower as it rolls to the back, and it gets a little bit sweeter. And there's a slight char to it, but it's decent. Like, I like it better than the first one. I like it better than Weller. I gave it a 7.5.
Okay, so just a little bit better.
Yeah. The finish is quick. There's a spicy char to it that kind of hangs around there, but there's like that slightly fruity floral creaminess to it that kind of kicks in at the end. You do get a nice hug from it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I like it a little better than the Weller.
Okay.
So this one is a little darker than the Weller in the cup anyway. And the legs, it's got a lot of legs. It's got a nice little line that comes up, nice syrupy line, and it kind of beads up and then slowly forms into legs, and then they run down the glass. So that's one of my favorite things.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a golden amber. So it's a little bit darker than the Weller. So I gave it a 1.5.
Alright. So onto the bottle. This one does look darker in the bottle too, if you want to judge it. 1792 Sweet Wheat. And there goes your notes.
My toe.
Maybe it doesn't look that much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely darker. Both of them are definitely darker in the bottle. I'm upset. So we got this bottle, and I was super excited because I love Weeders, but like, this was not that great to us, we didn't think. But this is definitely, it has that 1792 kick, that peppery, floral, vanilla-y thing that I pull out of it. But then it's creamy and vanilla. That's just weird to me.
Alright, so you want to rate the bottle before I get into anything else? Or do you want to change your score on the color or anything?
No. I don't change my scores like some people.
Well, just seeing it in the bottle is darker.
It is darker, but it's still a golden amber. It's not anything worth changing my score for, I don't think. in my opinion.
Okay, so what would you rate the bottle?
It's $17.92.
Yeah, ugly bottle, but
John likes
it's growing on me though.
I know, you hated this bottle when we first started buying it.
But all their stuff is just kind of decent to me, so
I really love the front of their bottles. It's literally my favorite. I like the shape of the bottle. I think it's nice. I hate the cork. I think that's tacky to be gold, but that's not my choice. I don't make that money. So I'm going to give it a 1.5.
So that'll bring your score up to 70. So Sweet Wheat does beat out Weller Special Reserve. Weller Special Reserve is the entry level of Weller. It is around 6 to 7 years. The mash bill is weeded, obviously. Not disclosed. Buffalo Trace, Sazerac, neither of these are disclosed. You're not going to find it, but it will be higher in wheat. This one I think is a little bit higher, but this was a fall release, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they released it in spring too. Pretty sure just fall. I've seen reviews on it. All the years up till this year were pretty good. Everyone was searching for these hard. We found 3 bottles on the shelf for $34.
Yeah, $34.99.
That's a good price for that. We picked one up. I thought maybe pick up more. Should have, because I saw them on secondary for over double. Could have traded for a good bottle. But the reviews on it for this year had a ton of spice and just underwhelming, which is crazy for a weeder to get that much spice.
It's really spicy.
It is.
And that's like why this throws me off. And
it tastes like it has a lot of rye in it.
It tastes like it has rye in it. Like
maybe it was a different winter or a hot summer that just took a lot of notes out of the barrel. It's okay though. This is 8 to 9 years, so it's a little bit older. I think that's why you scored it a little bit better.
Yeah.
They're both decent. But are you happy? A little upset?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with my scores because Weller Special Reserve is good, but shoot me. I think it's a mixer. I don't think it's really just a standalone.
I don't mind it neat. It's something light, so it's something around a bonfire. I think it's great.
But 107 is phenomenal, and 12 year, whew, my heart. I love 12 year. That was some good Weller stuff. So, I mean, I'm never gonna hate it. I love Weller. I think Weller's a great weeded bourbon.
Yeah, it doesn't live up to the hype though.
But it doesn't live up to the hype. And Sweet Wheat knocked my socks down a peg. I was definitely a little disappointed with it.
I don't think you like weeders as much as you think you do.
I had a couple good ones and thought I did, but I don't know. This one's throwing me off though. That spiciness kind of throws me off, but I mean,
I did learn a cool fact today that people with celiac disease, if they drink a wheated bourbon that doesn't have rye, it will taste spicier than a rye to them just because of that little allergy. Wheat has a little gluten in it.
You think I have celiac?
I'm not a doctor. But I don't know.
Okay.
But I do agree. This one has a little bit of spice, and this one has a lot of spice.
This one kicks you in the teeth a little bit, but regardless, they're both good. I mean, for being weeders, they're both.
I'm proud of you for not saying rye, because anytime you get spice, you think rye automatically.
I'm trying to not say that.
You gotta look for that little aftertaste that it gives you to know that it's a rye.
That little tinge in the back of my mouth. We'll get there. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.